Alright, hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to try to do this video, videoing from the other side of my iPhone. A couple people said, why don't you look at the camera? And it's because I don't know where the camera's at on my iPhone. So, and I have no idea, I'm not very good at, like, knowing what's showing up on the other side of the screen since I'm not looking at it. And that's a little bit odd, a little bit weird. And I am realizing that I think I'm not vain until I start watching myself on video and I realize I'm horribly vain and I don't like the way I look on the camera or whatever, but that's irrelevant. Alright, so somebody asked how Paul and I had met, and I wanted to kind of give you that story. We were at a youth group at a church, and I was kind of new to this group of people, and I come in late one night after service, and I actually met his sister first, and she was really sweet and warm and everything. And after the service was over, I walked out to the water fountain to get a drink, and I saw Paul standing there, and he was quite a bit older than I mean, he's like 6.5 years older than I am. So when you're, I think I was 15, when you're that age, and someone's like 22, you know, they're a little bit, you know, I don't know, just like, wow, you know, he's cute, but he's older. And I was a complete rebel at that age. It was the Bon Jovi era. It was the 80s. And I had the white leather jacket with the tassels all down the sides. And that night I had a mini skirt on, and this was at like an apostolic church where people wear long dresses and don't cut their hair and don't wear any makeup. And I had makeup on. I had the Bon Jovi hair with the big fluffy 80s hair, a little mini skirt, and this white Bon Jovi jacket. And I saw Paul, and I, you know, whatever, and he introduced himself after I leaned over, got a drink, and he's like, hi, you know, I'm Paul Robinette, and I was like, hi, you know, and I just kind of blew him off. I think it was part of my front, you know, just like, I'm cool, and like, oh, hi, you know, but it didn't take too long before he was pursuing me, and I was so rebellious. I would like walk home and walk through these bad neighborhoods, and he would try to, you know, ask me if I wanted a ride or anything, and I was like, no, I'm good, I'm just walking. And I guess it was a little bit mysterious to him, and he thought that I came from like a really bad home or something, from my parents. And when he met my parents, I guess he said he was just absolutely shocked, which is kind of funny. And then I actually dated his brother for a while, who is a softer, gentler, I don't know, at that time, I should say. And Paul was just younger and cockier, I guess. And so I was probably more attracted to Mark initially. But we went to McDonald's one night after youth group, and Paul was like, and I was sitting with his brother, and Paul, I guess, had determined in his mind that his brother wasn't going to, you know, have me. And he grabbed my hand and he said, come with me. And like, me and Mark are sitting together in the McDonald's booth, and I'm like liking him and he's liking me a little bit. And anyway, I got in Paul's car with them, and he basically just said, you know, you're mine now. And I had never been approached like that before, you know. And so, I don't know, I thought it was kind of cool. Like, wow, you know, he's claiming me. I can't say that things kind of stayed like that, because we had our ups and downs. Like, we dated and broke up and dated and broke up or whatever. But anyway, that's how we met. And I don't know, fond memories. And it's kind of hard to tell your teenagers now, like, oh, that guy's too old for you, when, you know, Paul was so much older than I was when we met. So anyway, alright, well, that's it for tonight. Sorry it took so long to post a video. I hope this isn't too boring. I know it's kind of long and story-like, but alright. And I have no idea what this is going to look like. Hopefully I'll be able to post it. Alright, also one more thing. Thanks for the comments and the feedback. I've had a blast interacting and looking at other people's channels who are leaving comments and subscribing and just doing the interaction thing. Alright, have a good night. Bye.